Welcome to the channel. I'm here at Lamborghini Day and we're going to see in a minute the new URUS SE, which is the URUS S electrified, and we're going to have an interview and a walk around of the car. And you can see behind me we've got some Revoltos, and we got a really special Revolto here which has got an ad personam paint job which goes from this beautiful crystal kind of maroon color black to a beautiful crystal red color. It's amazing. It's a lovely car. But the URUS is why we're here, so let's just talk about it for a second. So the URUS is, as Lamborghini says, their super SUV, and they created the super SUV class for the URUS. There's new design features, there's new technology, there's improvements inside and outside, which makes it the URUS that you would want to get. If you're going to buy one, the SE has the best of everything. So it's very interesting that Lamborghini have decided to go this route where everything is starting to become hybridized, from the Revolto over my shoulders to the new URUS, and going forward as well with their electric-only Lanzador. And very exciting for the future, because the more and more I think about it, the more and more I think maybe hybrids are the way to go. When you've got cars which have 30, 40 or higher ranges in EV mode, even though they're a hybrid, then you have the best of both. You can drive around in the city, in areas where emissions are really important and where noise is really important. Maybe you're home in the morning. And then when you're out on an open country road, or if you go to the racetrack with your URUS, I'm not sure who is, but if you do, then you turn that engine on, that V8 turns on, and you get that magical noise. Just the best of both worlds. And as EV ranges get higher and higher, the argument can be made that you don't need any other cars. Here we are with the URUS SE. So this is the all-new hybrid version, the most powerful version of the URUS yet. 800 horsepower, 950 Newton meters of peak torque, coming from the combination of its twin-turbo V8, which has 620 horsepower, and 192 horsepower from the electric motor. This car has a battery which is half the size of the batteries which go into full EV cars, like the Jeep Avenger from Stellantis. It's got a 25 kilowatt hour battery pack, which gives it around 35 miles of electric only range. And there are some amazing design differences in this car. At the front here, we have some changes. So first of all, you'll note the nose of the car, the shark nose, is floating. So there's actually a small gap here in the bonnet design. Now I really like that because I think it adds to the athleticness of this car. And we've got a new headlight design which is slightly thinner, and the daytime running lights evoke the passion of the Lamborghini Bull, which you can see here with those signatures. So I mean, I really like this new design. I think also the way that, personally, the black contrasts with this amazing new orange color, which is an exclusive color for the new URUS SE. SE, by the way, is Italian for SE. Lamborghini is all about being authentic, so calling it by its authentic Italian name is very important. And I just think it's a really athletic front. We've got lots of air vents here and improvements here all around. I actually think the way this floats is an improvement over the previous shark nose design. I think it just makes it look a bit more distinctive, and I like it. At the back, there are more changes. We've got this hexagonal design, which is meant to evoke the Lamborghini Gallardo, which is maybe the first Lamborghini that I saw on the road. Although the first Lamborghini I really loved was the Diablo. There is one over here at this show as well. And we've got these new design here with these Y-shaped lights. And again, I love the contrast here between this. I think it's very cool, and it makes it look more athletic and more imposing from the back. Makes the car look wider as well, the way the lights have been designed. Down here we've got a new diffuser. So this new design isn't just about looks, it's also about aerodynamics. There's 35% more downforce coming out of this new diffuser and this new back, which is a big improvement and helps with the dynamics of the car. And it's always important to see those things when you're talking about cars. It's about the driving experience and, of course, the design. At the side here, we've got all new wheels. So these are 23-inch wheels. There are also special winter tires available. Now you have the option of 21-inch up to 23, and the brake discs are so big on this car. They're the biggest of any road car, that actually if they were any bigger, they wouldn't fit on the 21-inch wheels. So they had to do some clever cooling technology there to make them work. And then again, the side design of this car is super athletic, and it hasn't changed from the side, but it's distinctly and authentically Lamborghini. And again, I hope you can enjoy how much this orange color is glistening in this light. It looks fantastic. Inside the new SA, we have some changes. So look at this beautiful new design on the dashboard. So we've got an orange contour hitch contrast here, but we've got a new 12.3-inch screen. I love the carbon fiber. This is all carbon fiber and leather with Alcantara on the top, which looks amazing. But we got a new bigger screen, a new updated infotainment system with some new features, and it's also software upgradable over the air. Yes, that is right. You can actually upgrade this software over the air. I've been told that not all the features of the car are upgradable, but the infotainment system, they can add features remotely. That is a first for Lamborghini. The Revuelto does it as well. And I don't know any cars that aren't EVs that have that feature, which is pretty impressive. So that's a lovely, lovely feature. And of course, these seats are beautiful. Just the interior is fantastic, but just having this divide here makes it look even better than before. I guess there's an argument the previous version maybe looked a bit Audi-like. This does not look Audi-like. This looks totally 100% authentically Lamborghini, and I like it very much. So the interior, beautiful, very, very customizable. Just overall, attention to detail everywhere inside this car. Let's look at the mode selector, so the drive mode selector. So this is all the same, nothing's changed here. However, what has changed is here. So we've got the option for hybrid mode, for battery charging mode, and for full performance mode. And then if you pull this down, you get full EV mode, which gives you that 30 miles of range in EV. So I mean, super, super easy. Certain options are only available when you select that, but it will light up to tell you what's available in that specific mode, which means that it's very intuitive and authentic and easy to use, and really, really clever design to have it on this side. It very much feels pilot centrified. That's the whole idea, for it to be like being a pilot, and it definitely provides that with these driver modes. Look, this is an SUV. This is designed to carry family and people, and so we might as well check the space in the back. And I have to say, I'm 1.78 meters, and this feels very comfortable. Smells amazing. It's a new car and it's all beautiful leather. Lots of space. There's a little touchscreen down here. We do have a drop down there with cup holders. So, I mean, I'm not sure that necessarily anybody watches this video to see the space in the back, but there's space in the back and it's very comfortable and it's very light with the panoramic roof too. So you can enjoy taking friends and family in your amazing super SUV, driving it fast within the limit, of course, and also enjoying that electric silent experience when you're in the country, in country villages, not on country roads. You'll probably have it in loud mode on country roads within the speed limit, of course. This is a hybrid, so is it a plug-in hybrid? Yes, it is a plug-in hybrid, and this is your charger. So you can charge your URUS SE, and it's got the ability to set the timer and to lock and unlock it. So we've got the functionality you'd get in an electric car, fully electric car, but it is a hybrid which you can plug in. So you could take it to work, charge it, and drive home. That is a first, and it's obviously something which will continue going forward. The hybridization of these amazing cars. And soft close as well. Let's talk about the new URUS SE, or SE in English. And you have to be authentic. That's important to Lamborghini. So we're going to try and go with the Italian for the rest of this video. But what does it bring? So it brings the most powerful super SUV there is. 800 horsepower and 950 Newton meters of torque at peak. And we have an electric motor there, which gives you around 30 miles of electric only range. I mean, I really believe that hybrids are one of the key ways to move forward. Obviously, everyone is going electric. And I asked the director of sales for Lamborghini about the environmental impact. And because Lamborghini make a small amount of cars and they're not driven very far, with the exception of the URUS, that isn't a huge issue. That's something which they meet the EU requirements for. But I think having an URUS which is hybrid is really going to help that, because obviously it means that you don't have to worry about those emissions there. You can drive the car around, and even with the Revuelto with 7 or 8 up to, I don't know, 16 kilometers of electric range also brings that too. So you've got a car which gives you the best of everything. The fastest URUS, 3.4 seconds to 100 kilometers an hour. The fastest in terms of top speed, 194 miles per hour is the top speed of this car, which is very, very fast. You can't drive that on any roads anywhere in Europe, apart from maybe Germany. But the really interesting for me is that combination of the technology of the electric side and also of the combustion side. So I think there's an argument going on right now between traditional car lovers who are all about a manual feeling, about having a manual gearbox, and tech lovers, and I'm a tech lover, I won't deny it, who are all about the user experience, the software. And we've got this collision going on right now. And I don't think modern cars should be looked at as either one or the other. I think it's a combination. I think the technology builds to make the cars better, a better experience all around, better driving experience, and a better experience for the future. And in fact, the Revuelto and the URUS SE can both get software updates to the car. So not all of the systems, but things like the infotainment can be uploaded and updated over the internet. So, I mean, that's a first. I don't know anybody else that can do that, and not in this category at all. So this is this technology taking it to another level. The URUS SE has a 25.9 kilowatt hour battery. So this is actually quite a large battery when you consider the other cars in the Stellantis range, things like the Jeep Avenger, which I made a video on, and even the new Alfa Romeo Junior have about a 53, 54 kilowatt hour battery. But this has got half the size battery of a fully EV car in an SUV. I mean, that is a really big battery for a car that isn't an electric car. Obviously means you can charge it like an electric car, but it also means you get that fantastic range. The ability to drive 30 miles a day, charge a car, and not turn the engine on. But then that also provides the electric side, four-wheel drive, which is fantastic and also makes it even better. Just like on the Revuelto, that electric motor, the motors help to give a better driving experience and help with understeer and help with torque vectoring. It just all adds up. The technology makes it better. Don't be scared of technology. Love the technology because it improves the cars. It makes them a better experience overall. And that is really, really important because for Lamborghini, it's all about the authenticity and the experience. And that is really, really important. What if you want an URUS SE? Well, the first cars are going to be delivered in Q1 2025. Like a late Christmas present, or maybe your New Year's resolution is to get a new URUS SE. Maybe if you do get one, then let me know in the comments down below because I'd love to hear about it. Whether you're a technology lover or a car lover, you put it together, you get the best of both. And that's what the future of cars are. And that is what this car and the new Revuelto are about as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do give me a like and please subscribe to more on the channel. Thanks for watching.